Sunday won't be happening. Aaron Rodgers is out of the game after testing positive for COVID. Rodgers earlier said that he was, quote, immunized from COVID, but NFL Network's Ian Rappaport and Mike Garafolo report the QB was unvaccinated, and the league will now investigate to see if the Packers were following proper COVID protocols. Giants running back Saquon Barkley also landed on the reserve COVID list Wednesday. Barkley is vaccinated, meaning he could still play Sunday if he has 2 negative tests at least 24 hours apart and has no symptoms. The Cardinals say Kyler Murray could be a game-time decision Sunday as he deals with an ankle injury. Murray didn't practice Wednesday. A bad ankle also kept Von Miller out of his first practice with the Rams. And Saints All-Pro wideout Michael Thomas says he's done for the season after having a setback in his recovery from ankle surgery. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Did you know the arrow in Amazon's logo says A to Z? Maybe the My Computer Career logo should represent unemployed to employed. Ryan was out of work when he started classes in March. In September, did his IT career, working for Amazon, making more money than he ever thought possible. Here's a prime opportunity. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. You can start your new life as an IT pro in as little as 4 months. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
Want to learn a new language so it will actually stick? Try Babbel. Practice real-life conversations in the Babbel app.
¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Te llamas?
Get personalized help in Babbel's live online classes.
They're limited to 6 people, so everyone can get the help they need.
Review words and phrases with fun games, or dive into the culture with short videos. Whatever your learning style, Babbel gives you the tools you need. Babbel, more ways to learn. Now try Babbel free at Babbel.com. That's BBEL.com.
We are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXOL Central California. Home of Thursday night football, the Jets, the Colts tonight. Yeah, at 5 o'clock right here on AM 1230 KX. Gene, it seems to be, who cares who wins as long as I've, covered the spread. So who are you picking?
Yeah, covered the spread. Never thought I'd hear that.
Yeah, most of the football offensive linemen, they cover red.
Anyway, yes.
Yeah, the buffet spread.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I would not want to be ran over by one of those guys.
Yeah. Don't get between them and the food, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Run that way.
Oh, well.
Yeah, in the opposite direction.
It is another gorge in the valley?
Yes. If you haven't gone outside, do it right now.
Okay. And listen to the birds singing.
Chirping, yes.
Yeah.
Chirping. Hey, I haven't seen the red-tailed hawk anymore.
Oh, I've got a video I'll show you. The hawk nailed a ring-necked dove in the front yard Saturday.
Ah, okay. Well, I knew you it earlier.
Yeah.
But I hadn't seen it since then, or you hadn't said anything. So I figured, well, it moved on.
Yeah. Actually, it was the female. Took one of the, and we have to point out the Eurasian doves, the one with the ring around the neck.
Ring around there? Okay,
yes.
Yeah.
They are an invasive species. Mm-hmm. There's no limit on them. Hunting season year-round too. And they do not coo pleasantly like doves. They caw more like a crow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or they're more the size of a pigeon.
Yes. Yeah. Anyway, I've got several nesting in the tree in my yard, and the population, the red-tailed hawk knows they are there.
Yeah, that's really why they're still around.
Yes. Yeah. But it's kind of neat, and the hawks survivors, they have learned, okay, gee, we move into the city, there's pigeons.
Yeah, lots of pigeons. And
tasty, nummy pigeon.
Little morsel. Yes.
Oh, well, are you ready for birthdays?
Birthdays, yes, the big guys. Okay.
Okay, well, you know the TV show MASH that is still fighting the curve?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, Hot Lips Houlihan. Margaret Houlihan, actress Swit, is 84 today.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Singer Harry Elston's of distinction is 83. Singer Delbert McClinton, 81. Actor Yvonne Call is 74. Actor Kathy Griffin, 61. The Karate Kid, Ralph Macchio, is 60. Host Jeff Probst is 60. Actor McConaughey is 52. There's talk of him running for governor of Texas. Actor Anthony Rivivar is 51. Actor Heather Tom, 46. And actor M. Rylan is 41. Local birthdays coming up, but first we want to tell you about the Peanut Patch. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. Have you been to the Peanut Patch, Gene?
I have, but it's been a long time.
Well, you should go back because Donna and Pat have some great things for you. Gift packs, perfect to send to a friend. You could pick out something and send it to me. I wouldn't mind.
Probably peanuts in it, too, huh?
Well, some of them have peanuts. Some have no nuts. They do a fresh English toffee, pecan turtles from their special recipe. They make them from scratch. You'll find chocolate-covered peanuts, of course, yogurt-covered peanuts, raisins, and almonds. So many great things. Do you want to get to the Peanut Patch in Yuma? Google thepeanutpatch.com, and you'll get directions. Thepeanutpatch.com. So many good things. Happy birthday, Alex Celis, Oscar Garza, Rosa Orozco, Jorge Camacho, Rita Zabala, Richard Sheffield, Cassidy Hayes, Jimmy Goff, Sandra Jimenez, Robert Edgman, Nelson Baxley, Michael Barajas Sr., Curtis Butler III, Carlos Chavez, Paulina Ochoa, Andre Luna, Vanessa Contreras, Hector Munoz, Carlos Gomez, Janice Knight, Martha Aguirre Ramirez, Adam Juarez, Mary Lou Fletis, Erica Pantoja, Thomas Alvarez, and Violet Keating. Happy birthday from KXO. Okay, I did. You had directions to the Peanut Patch, Gene?
Yeah, well, every time I hear that said, I think of Johnny Carson's old stick where he says, go to the fork in the road, turn right, then go left. And
yeah, well, it was Yogi Berra that said, when you come to the fork in the road, take it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, well. Daylight savings time starts Sunday, right?
Yeah, fall back.
Yeah, even though most of us will lose that extra hour trying to figure out how to reset all the clocks in the house, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So we'll just reset them back to where they were.
Well, some of us haven't set them from the last time.
Yeah, if we do that, we'll be early all year long.
You got it. I'd rather be early than late.
Boy, I second that motion.
Yes. Anyway, it's always a fun adventure running around the house trying to get all the clocks synchronized.
Well, sooner or later, we're going to get an answer to the question. We voted to have it stay one way or the other. Most people don't really care. Just leave it alone.
I think you have that right. Yes. Okay, are you ready for news?
Ready.
We've got to look at World and California news headlines right now, and it's all brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News Brief. Officials in some states say they'll try to stop a new Biden administration deadline for large businesses to get employees vaccinated. CBS's Sarah Ewald-Weiss.
Companies with 100 or more employees have until January 4th to make sure workers are fully vaccinated or tested weekly for COVID-19.
People in Los Angeles will have to show vaccination cards today if they want to go into restaurants, bars, and other businesses. Some people don't mind.
I think it's great. I feel more protected. And, it's one way to just sort of start attempting to beat this thing.
The number of people who signed up for first-time jobless claims last week has hit a new pandemic low. Economist Joel Naroff weighs in.
The level is back to where it was in 2016, nearly 7 years into the expansion. In addition, the number of workers receiving assistance continues to decline, which is good news.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California Headline News, growing concern about how the supply chain disruptions are impacting access to crucial medical equipment. Things like wheelchairs and walkers. Pharmacists fearing for parents who can't find nebula.
I haven't gotten any in about 2 to 3 weeks, and I have no idea when they're going to come in. Children need nebulizers. They can't use the inhalers like adults can.
Rebecca Lazengo is a pharmacist in the Santa Clarita Valley, saying she's terrified that the persistent crisis at the ports will mean things filter down to pharmacies running critically low on life-saving medications. Republicans on Capitol Hill reacting to Glenn Youngkin's win in the Virginia governor's race. House Minority Leader and California Representative Kevin McCarthy asked if the endorsement from former President Trump helped Youngkin win.
I guess I can't be surprised the more Republicans win across the nation. The media wants to try to find division.
Los Angeles Mayor Eric Garcetti may be working from Scotland for the next week and a half. He tested positive for COVID while attending the UN Climate Summit in Glasgow. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
Start your day off right with your favorite drink from Brickhouse Coffee, next door to Brickhouse Deli at the Lisa Tucker Center in Imperial. Brickhouse Coffee has so many drinks to choose from. Hot drinks, blended drinks, or cold drinks, including the best iced tea in the valley with lots of different flavors. Open daily with a convenient drive-thru. And next door, Brickhouse Deli with big, bold, fresh flavors. The valley's premier deli, serving breakfast and lunch. So come visit them both at the Lisa Tucker Center on West Ayton Road in Imperial.
It's page one of the local news. Page one is a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley, the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro. Quick Lane, ready to serve.
Taking a look at the latest in local news this morning, westbound Interstate 8 Imperial Avenue ramps to open. George Gale.
The bridge and eastbound ramps will remain closed as work continues on that portion of the project. Reconstructed Imperial Avenue Bridge and the eastbound on and off ramps are expected to open in January of 2022. Project will allow for the expansion of Avenue south of the interstate. Construction began in April of last year. Partial lane closures on Interstate 8 will continue overnight or during the day as needed for various work near the project. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Allied appeals to the County Board of Supervisors. They had been rejected by the County Planning Commission. Allied had applied for permits to increase the amount of trash imported to their landfill on East Robinson Road. Allied wants to increase the amount of trash allowed at the landfill by 1,200 tons of waste per day. The plan was to import waste from communities around Southern California. The Planning Commission denied the application. Tuesday, the appeal went before the Board of Supervisors. The board had a public hearing. Both sides of the issue were presented, and after some discussion, the supervisors decided to back the Planning Commission's decision. KXO News Time, 7:42.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires sold at Quick Lane, guaranteed. Just ask your Quick Lane service advisor. Now we're talking the best brands available: Michelin, Continental, Pirelli, Dunlap, Kelly, Bridgestone, and more. And we're talking the best price. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro.
Well, you may have not known this, but some special districts in the valley people went to those to the polls from those special districts on Tuesday. Here's more on that story.
It was a day for some in the Imperial County. Some special districts, such as school and community districts, had some issues on the ballot. Biggest issue Tuesday was in Brawley. Voters in Brawley were asked to approve Measure U. The measure is a 4% utility tax, which is getting ready to sunset. The questions on the ballot were whether to extend the tax and eliminate the any future sunset clause, making the utility tax permanent, removable only through another election. The utility tax is used to help fund almost every service provided by the city of Brawley. At last report, proponents said the tax was leading by about 90 votes, but officials said there were still several ballots to be counted. As of yesterday, they said a decision on the measure will be announced, will not be announced until all the ballots are in and counted. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
A small business expo, a combined effort, will be held on November the 9th. The Imperial Valley Small Business Development Center is partnering with the City of Calexico and the Imperial Valley Regional Chambers of Commerce to host the Small Business Expo. It will be a networking event dedicated to Imperial Valley's small business community. The expo will begin at 30 p.m. November the 9th. It will be held inside the Calexico City Hall. There will be a short program, networking, and other activities. The event is open to the public and is free of charge. Contact the Imperial Valley Small Business Development Center for more information. That concludes this edition of Local News. Stay with us for Page 2.
Page 1 of the Local News, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
At Shell, we know from the time you get up to the time you wrap up,
Good night.
there's a lot of meetups, eat-ups, and hurry-ups. So come to Shell and get 3 things done at once. Fill up with Shell V-Power Nitro Plus to help keep your engine running like new. Save up with the Fuel Rewards program and never pay full price for gas again. And snack up with in-store rewards to save even more at the pump. Make the most of the stop you need to make with Shell. And engines that continuously use Shell V-Power Nitro Plus premium gas. And see full terms and conditions at fuelrewards.com.
Black Friday starts now at JCPenney. And this Friday through Sunday, shop early and save with thousands of new Black Friday deals while they last. Sparkle everyone's stocking with up to 75% off all fine jewelry. Plus, stock up on Home Express towels, now only $2.99 each. These deals and many more end Sunday. Happy Black Friday, JCPenney. Offers valid on select items 11/5 to 11/7. Exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
It's Page 2 of the Local News and weather, all brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. You've got questions on Medicare supplemental coverage? Talk to David or Jose at David H. West Insurance Services.
Continuing with more local news, early morning accident leads to arrest. George Gale filed the story.
Shortly after 2 a.m. Wednesday, a car in the 600 block went out of control and knocked over a street lamp and crashed into a storefront. City of El Centro Public Works Department employees were able to barricade off the area. The driver of the car was cited and released for driving under the influence. This is the second time in the past 2 weeks that a vehicle has smashed into a downtown El Centro building in the early morning hours. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Take Back Day was a success. It was organized by the Drug Enforcement Administration. On October 23rd, close to 5,000 collection sites were set up across the nation, including Imperial County. The sites are set up periodically to allow residents to properly dispense unwanted expired drugs in their households. The DEA says during the 21st National Take Back Day, they collected 745,000 pounds of needed prescriptions from medicine cabinets across the country. The program has removed more than 15.2 million pounds of medication from circulation since its inception. They have not released the local collection numbers as of yet. Well, coming up today, notice of a special meeting for the IID Board of Directors that will happen this afternoon. Here's more on that story.
The Imperial Irrigation District Board of Directors are holding a special meeting this afternoon. The meeting will be called to order at 4 p.m. The meeting is a closed session meeting. It will be to discuss existing litigation out of the Riverside Superior Court. If any action is taken during the meeting, it will be announced following the meeting. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
A community celebration event, San Diego State University Imperial Valley and the San Diego campus are teaming up for the event. They will be bringing local audiences both an evening of classical music and an afternoon event featuring music and dance to celebrate our diverse community. The events will be held at San Diego State University Imperial Valley and are to include a classical music concert starting at 7 p.m. Friday, November the 12th, and a celebration community in spoken word, song, and dance from noon to 4 p.m. Saturday, November the 13th. The Friday event will be at Rodney Auditorium in Calexico. On Saturday, they will be at the Quad on the San Diego State University Imperial Valley campus. Admission is free to both events. Attendees are invited to bring a picnic and a blanket and enjoy the two-day event. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Have you received notice that your Medicare health plan is changing or going away? Are you turning 65 soon, or are you newly eligible to Medicare and have questions about your Medicare options? Then give David or Jose a call at David H. West Insurance to learn about the ABCs of Medicare. Don't delay. Call David H. West Insurance Services now at 760-352-3411. That's 760-352-3411. That's David H. West Insurance.
Here's Carroll Buckley with a weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, high pressure will build over the southwest United States and give the Real and Yuma Valleys mostly sunny skies with above normal temperatures. We have a chance of hitting 90 degrees again today. A cooling trend is expected to commence early next week as high pressure shifts east of the region, along with of slight breeziness during the middle of the week. No significant precipitation is expected during the next 7 days. 89 the high yesterday, 56 our low. Sunny today with a high near 90. West wind around 5 miles an hour, becoming calm. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 62. Light wind becoming west about 5 miles an hour. Friday will be sunny with a high near 91. Southwest wind about 5 miles an hour. Saturday, sunny with a high near 90. Southwest wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming east. Sunday, sunny with a high near 86. West-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming north-northwest in the morning. And right now downtown we have 61 degrees, 39% relative humidity. And the wind, well, the wind right now is calm. So we will just kind of enjoy that while we can. What else do we have coming up? Well, we've got to look at Sports Time. Yeah, Sports Time. Brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. It's the Pioneers, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. NBA basketball, the Cavaliers clobbered the Trailblazers 107-104. Pacers beat the Knicks 111-98. Celtics topped the Magic 92-79. 76ers won. They beat the Bulls 103-98. Raptors over the Wizards 109-100. Nets beat up on the Hawks 117-108. The Grizzlies 108, the Nuggets 106. Clippers topped the Timberwolves 126-115. Mavericks nipped the Spurs 109-108. Warriors over the Hornets 114-92. And the Kings, well, the Kings beat the Pelicans 112-99. NFL football coming up tonight. It's the Jets and the Colts, and we've got game on AM 1230 KXO. And, of course, you can tune in and follow the Monday Night Football and Sunday Night Football and Thursday Night Football right here on AM 1230 KXO. In other news around the world of sports, San Francisco Giants catcher Buster Posey says he will announce his retirement from baseball today. Posey, 34, has played his entire 12-year career in San Francisco. On the way, he's helped the team to 3 World Series titles. He's the only player still on the Giants who played in all 3 titles games. And I say former because the Raiders released wide receiver Henry Ruggs III. Ruggs was driving 156 miles an hour with a blood alcohol content twice Nevada's legal limit before his car slammed into the rear of a vehicle that burned, killing a 23-year-old woman, according to prosecutors. And in other news, Green Bay Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers has tested positive for COVID-19. He will not play against the Chiefs on Sunday, according to a source in the NFL. And don't forget, we've got football, Friday night football, on AM 1230 KXO. It'll be the Imperial Tigers in Santee to take on the Santana Sultans. Mickey Dale, George Grijalva will have that game for you. And it will be Mickey and George at 6:45. John Triffle and I will be in Chula Vista, Otay Ranch, and the Central Spartans on AM 1230 and on the KXO YouTube channel.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer services, visit pmhd.org today.
And the Sports Time brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
At Burgers and Beer, we want you to be happy, live happy, work happy. Most of all, we want you to celebrate what makes you happy at Burgers and Beer. Your friends, bring your family, and let's make time for a good time. All the drinks, all the food, and great food. Everything you need is right here at Burgers and Beer. Burgers and Beer, the best burgers in town.
Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. The Federal Reserve has been pushing the economic stimulus pedal to the metal nonstop since March of 2020. And for the first time since the pandemic erupted on the global stage, the Federal Reserve backing off the gas pedal. The Fed is hardly ripping off the stimulus Band-Aid. It will maintain its target interest rates near zero for now, but will move them up slightly. Shares of Moderna plunged 14% in early trading on news that vaccine shipments are falling short. The share price had more than tripled so far this year before the plunge early today. The company earned $3.3 billion on revenue of $5 billion in the quarter. Analysts surveyed had forecast the income would reach $3.9 billion. Right now, the Dow off 79 points. The S&P 500 is up 16.9. The NASDAQ up 129 points. Gold up $34 an ounce, and oil is up 85 cents a barrel.
Southwest Security Company is a locally owned security company protecting your property or your business and now offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Plus, they added Southwest Postal with post office boxes you can access 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, with shipping services too, using DHL, UPS, and FedEx. They're conveniently located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro. And if you need something notarized, they can do that too. You can count on security and Southwest Postal for 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
It will be today with a high near 90, west wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming calm. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 62. Light wind becoming west about 5 miles an hour. Friday is sunny with a high near 91. Southwest wind about 5 miles an hour. We have 62 degrees downtown, 40% relative humidity. The wind is calm. The air quality throughout the Imperial Valley right now is good, moderate right at the border and at the University in Mexicali with elevated PM 2.5. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services from hydrojetting to camera inspection, water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 56 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789 or 344-2533 on the north end. Roto-Rooter, when drains don't work, we do.
CBS News is coming up next. We'll keep you informed what's going on around the world and what's happening in your neighborhood.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
Is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Eggland's Best.
I'm Steve Kathan. The government says January 4th is the date a federal vaccine mandate will take hold for businesses that employ more than 100 people.
The Biden administration has set that deadline under a sweeping new coronavirus health measure that will cover 84 million private sector employees. The vaccine mandate was first announced in September. Workers who refuse to get vaccinated must undergo weekly testing. The January 4th deadline also applies to 17 million workers at healthcare facilities, including nursing homes who care for elderly and sick residents at high risk for infection. Linda Kenyon, CBS News, Washington.
Reports say a Russian analyst who helped provide information for the Steele dossier used in the Trump-Russia investigation has been arrested. The charges against Igor Danchenko are not clear. A Georgia judge says his hands are tied in the trial of 3 white men in the shooting death of a black man, Ahmaud Arbery, will proceed with a jury that has just one African-American. CBS's Omar Villafranca.
The judge may have agreed that the defense was discriminating when they struck 11 of the 12 potential black jurors from the jury pool. And I want to get this right because he said there's nothing he could do about it because the defense attorneys could also give non-racial reasons for striking the jurors, such as they had strong opinions about the defendants.
One of Hollywood's highest paid actors, Dwayne Johnson, says he won't use real guns on movie sets anymore after the deadly shooting on the set of Alec Baldwin's film in New Mexico.
Any movie that we have moving forward with Seven Bucks Productions, any movie, any television show, or anything we do or produce, we won't use real guns at all. We're going to switch over to rubber guns.
The House is set to debate and likely vote today on the downscaled version of President Biden's domestic spending bill and a companion infrastructure measure. Political scientist Larry Sabato says the political theater surrounding all this for months is worn thin.
Maybe things will change in a year's time, but Democrats are starting out in a weak position and still haven't been able to reach agreement on their big bills. The fight continues day after day in front of the cameras.
It's the weekend we set our clocks back 1 hour. Florida Senator Marco Rubio says it's time the twice-a-year back and forth should stop.
Let's go to permanent daylight savings time
The overwhelming majority of members of Congress approve that and support it. Let's get it done. Let's get it passed so that we never have to do this stupid change again.
Well, the government says filings for unemployment benefits hit a new pandemic low last week, down 14,000 to 269,000. Wall Street right now, the Dow is down 75 points. NASDAQ is higher by 113. This is CBS News.
Eggland's Best, the only eggs with more fresh and delicious taste, plus superior nutrition, because the way you care is anything but ordinary. Only Eggland's Best.
I love being able to share with our family who's listening how much we all love State Farm insurance. With surprisingly great rates, State Farm has saved us money with our car and home insurance.
I mean, you're my wife. You know how much I love a great deal, so of course I'm going to love the great rates and great service at State Farm. It's good for my wallet and for my family.
State Farm meets my needs, plus I get to control how and what I want for my budget. And I do it all from their award-winning mobile app.
Surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Dell's Black Friday event has arrived, and it's the perfect time to step up your creativity. With early access savings up to $300 off PCs, it's Dell's biggest sale of the year. Get more into what you're into with the latest XPS and Alienware systems featuring Intel Core processors. Save on top monitors, docks, and accessories, all with free shipping, plus great financing from Dell Preferred Account. Call 800-BUY-DELL for Black Friday deals. That's 800-BUY-DELL.
From a bit of TV glitz comes some real-life good works.
The outfit is synonymous with the show open. The pink ballet top and tulle tutu skirt Sarah Jessica Parker wore in the intro to HBO's original Sex and the City series will be auctioned off. Former costume designer Trisha Fields is donating it to Housing Works' annual Fashion for Action fundraiser. AIDS and homeless programs. The sale will be held a week from tonight in Manhattan. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
The man known as Joe Exotic from the Netflix hit Tiger King reveals he's been diagnosed with an aggressive form of prostate cancer. He's asking for a compassionate release from prison so he can get treatment and be with loved ones. He's serving a 22-year sentence for trying to hire people to kill his rival, Carroll Baskin. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
He's a radio announcer here, isn't he?
AM 1230.
Yeah, that's right. Have you heard his morning show, Wake Up with Phlegm?
KXO.